How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Massive Beer Reviews. Back to get another review. A little bit of porter time. A little bit of international collaboration and bits and pieces and stuff. Porter time in the form of Other Half Brewing and Cloudwater Brewing's Tough Call Porter. Yeah. First things first. First thing I'm having from Cloudwater. I've heard of them. I don't think I've had anything from them up until maybe a couple minutes from now, but no, my review's few minutes from now. But I've heard good things. I've seen some of their reviews from like Hopsine and stuff like that, the guys from over in the UK, but I haven't had any on this end yet, so pretty cool stuff. Two, it's a porter. I like to see that. I ended up getting two of these beers from my buddy Keith. Thank you very much, Keith. He ended up giving me their all Citra Everything, the UK version, which I'm really excited to get into because watch that review if you want to know why. But, you know, just kind of coming over and doing a collab and doing a porter. I mean, it makes sense, UK-based brewery, you know, you kind of think of porter when you think of England. At least I do. So, anyway, let's dive into it, see what she's got. Other Half, Cloudwater, Tough Call Porter, 7.5% alcohol by volume, done and done. Geometric pattern hipsterness. I kind of like this one. So, there you go. What do we have here? Kind of like a more sour style glass, but I don't care. I was going to generate a gigantic head on it, but again, I don't care. You guys will watch or not watch. Might bitch a little bit, but, you know, just kind of... I do care, actually. I shouldn't say I don't care, but I kind of don't care, too. I make so much sense all the time. It's so bizarre how much sense I make. Anyway, Two Fingers Infinite Creamy Pour. Super chocolatey roastiness from a distance. It's insane. You know, a nice, rich, deep, dark kind of brown to it, kind of malted, ball-colored head, super tight, compact fluffiness. And yeah, I mean, she looks like a porter. Let's put it that way. Let's see what she has in the nose. Oh, man. I got a bit of a nice roast from a distance. Throwing your nose in there, it's really all creaminess, though. There's a little bit of roast there, kind of bounce off that sweetness, but it's pretty much just straight up kind of semi-sweet, kind of chocolatey, creamy goodness. The malt base is the star of the show, obviously. It's a porter, and that's where you're getting all that from. It's not an artificial kind of chocolate. It doesn't smell like there's like any kind of like cheating going on. Not that it's cheating. If it tastes good, it tastes good. But, you know, I'm not... It doesn't smell like there's anything outside of just a base malt to it. It smells like a really nice, creamy, rich kind of porter. I mean, it's 7.5%, so you're getting kind of in that imperial range. Lends you the bits and pieces to kind of bump up that ABV and get a little bit more robustness out of it. But, yeah, she smells pretty damn good. Nice, rich, robust, chocolatey. A little bit of that metallic thing that I personally seem like the only person in the world to get off a lot of these kind of porter-based darker beers, especially stuff sub 10%. But I can fight through it. For you. Because I'm... whatever. Let's dive into it. Cheers. That's tasty. I'll be a little bit boozy. It's got a nice, rich creaminess to it. It kind of skirts the idea of what a porter and stout is. It has a little bit of creamy kind of fluffiness that I kind of need to have in order to call you a porter. But just enough to barely get you there. Otherwise, you're just looking at kind of like a lower ABV kind of stout. That malt comes off a little bit bittering. Could be the hops. Could be a little bitter astringency from the malt. I think it's more kind of a hops thing. Combined with that chocolate is now almost straight up kind of baker's chocolate. Not semi-sweet. But there's a nice nutty crackeriness. Not crackeriness. Nuttiness to it. Skip that part. Nuttiness to it. That kind of lends itself to kind of almost, instead of just being like a chocolate kind of dessert vibe thing, it's more of like a chocolate nut bready kind of thing going on, which is pretty fucking cool. Super drinkable, super chuggable, albeit, like I said, there's a little bit of kind of this kind of alcohol heat thing. Not necessarily a burn, but more of an evaporation that kind of lets you know you're drinking something with a bit of legs on it, even though this isn't a super high ABV beer. Tasty. Delicious. Nice. It definitely does taste like it. I'm not gonna say it tastes like a little bit of Cloudwater and a little bit of other half, because I've never had anything from Cloudwater. But it does taste like another half beer, but outside of what they normally do. So I assume those vibes from that porter. Not that, other half throws a bunch of porters out there, but I've had a bunch of their darker beers. And it does taste like a collaboration kind of beer. It doesn't taste like a other half dark beer through and through, which is pretty cool. But yeah, super tasty offering. Solid. Delicious. What's not to love? What's not to love? Let's get to that part. Is it one of the better... I'm going to go Imperial Porters, because that's what it is. Imperial Porters I've had as of late. Base ones. Actually, yeah. You think of a lot of Imperial Porters, there's so many bits and pieces going into them nowadays. I can't think of the last one I have that was just a porter. And I think that's what this is. I don't taste anything kind of kooky going on in it. There's, it's not like a lactose adjacent this, or cocoa nib that, or coconut, or whatever you want to... Whatever brewery's throwing a lot of these beers nowadays as a base kind of porter, which, like I said, they don't give you much information on the label, other half. So, but as far as what I taste, this tastes like a core 4 beer. It's pretty damn good. Value to availability, it's other half, $20 bucks, and you gotta, taste like you have to wake up 4 in the morning. And brewery only. And unless, yeah, brewery only. What am I saying? And just leave you with, if you like what we like this. If you like porters. If you like Imperial Porters. I know that's very kind of no shit Sherlock. If you like well-made beer, because this is well-made, it has to have that little bit of heat on there. I do think time would do this a little bit of service. Not long, only a couple months. This is only about 3 weeks old. It was on the 2nd of November 2017. This is canned. Today's Thanksgiving. So you do the math. And so yeah, I think a month or two would actually do this proper. Kind of drop off that little bit of bitterness that I think is a little bit bigger than what I'd like it to be, but also kind of take that little bit of little hot thing that I got, a little bit of alcohol kind of evaporation thing I got, and kind of dropped it off and make it really nice. But if you like porters, if you like collaborations, if you like well-made beer, again, that's where I was going with that. It's well-made beer. It's worth picking up because it's fun and tasty. That's the whole point of beer. Come on. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, then anywhere in between, down there, Words and Stuff and Things. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Untapped, Massive Beers, all 4 of those places if you want to check this dude out somewhere else. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you enjoyed a nice collaboration across the ocean. I hate saying pond. Collaboration. Hopefully see you next time. Cheers.